EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitor sideline, Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. "22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance." And off we go from Cleveland. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. The numbers for McCaffrey last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Second down, right back to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Niners come in looking for win number 8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there in coverage, credit Greg Newsome with getting a hand on it. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Operating off play action. Flacco. Pass caught by Fannin. Only able to gain a couple there. And second down. You look at this Niner defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Niners offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy off the play fake. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. You'll find out what playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Diallo. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete to Pearsall. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside. Now that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And the 49ers first down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
San Francisco.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 from 1st.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy bootlegging it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make the play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Watkins on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the quarterback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
2nd and 4.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Philadelphia, the Eagles at home to take on the Chicago Bears. And it's Caleb Williams. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bears hold on to win this one, 21-16 the final. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And look at the big fella go. It's Derrick Henry. He's going to hit the hole hard, get loose into the secondary, and they're not gonna get it. The Ravens are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. One more to bring you up. Let's go to Arlington. The Cowboys hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. And here's the former Texas Longhorn back in the Lone Star State, Xavier Worthy. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one. Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we got to put in Davis.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First and 10, it's out here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 10. Now it's Flacco. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Flacco. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49ers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have the Niners first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's the Mayer, the tight, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run here with Algier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 7-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Flacco. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop with the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room.
He's going in. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Now what what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass caught by Pearsall. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
But back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
2 yards. First down, 49ers.
Looking to throw. Purdy. This is caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
San Francisco.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 2-yard line.
Purdy from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Moody to
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Flacco. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Setting up to throw, Flacco. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loved to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Purdy looking to throw. Now this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Flacco. Setting up the screen. Here's Algier. Only a yard there. Snipped out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Flacco. going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Flacco. Quick slant completes to Njoku. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. A good pickup there at 22. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Give downs here from the shotgun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
Passing play, Flacco. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Brings up third and goal.
This is third and goal. Algier. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cedric Tillman from 3 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Hitting the arrow now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to Jennings. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
It's now 4th down.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Here's Purdy to throw. Got him there right side. It's McCaffrey.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. Short game, last 2 plays. Who feels excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Throwing, Purdy. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They'd seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
On the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Flacco to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Setting to throw, Flacco. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it on the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. To throw is Purdy. Pass complete to Robinson. Oh, a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 47-yard line.
Purdy to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's loss number 5 for them on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. Plenty to get you caught up on. We start in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on the 49ers. And it's Cedric Tillman. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Browns wind up doubling them up. 28-14, your final score. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's Travis Etienne. He only had 3 catches in the game, but he did make an impact on this play here. The Jaguars come away with a hard-earned 10-9 victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the Chicago Bears. And it's the second-year signal caller, Caleb Williams. And this is a touchdown. The Bears get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando. Who's ready for some December football? Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Aaron Rodgers looking good. He'll locate Calvin Austin. A 30-yard touchdown strike. The Steelers get the 7-point win, 21-14 your final. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And it's DeAndre Swift. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bears turn this one into a laugher, a lopsided shutout win. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the Denver Broncos. And it's the rookie from Boise State, Ashton Genty. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Raiders get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports. Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to. Let's start in Baltimore. The Ravens at home.
In Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tennessee Titans and the San Francisco 49ers. On the Titans sideline, head coach Brian Callahan This team looking for a second straight victory after the win a week ago. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
I think if you asked every player around the league, going into the bye week, it is critical that you come in off of the win. It just makes the coaches in better moods. It makes everybody in the building in a better mood. And certainly, it makes your time away from the team a little bit easier. So they've had a long week thinking back to their loss the week before, and hopefully they were able to address a lot of those issues, and they certainly want a different result today.
And some good running there. That's the first down up to the 43.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
While we have a moment, I want to take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. On second down, Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He's going to air this one out. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. Up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Jack Panthers.
They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. The Titans punching unit comes out to the field, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he is the NFL leading rusher here in the month of December. A strong finish in the final stretch could earn him the crowd. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They keep it on the ground with James. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good run after a good run. This one for 14 yards and another first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw, Purdy. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
That's another 49er. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. It's out to Kittle as they set up the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Third and long. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On fourth down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. His kick is good. And the Niners are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. A dangerous Rico Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Titans offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On first down, it's Ward. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second and 10.
Come on, come on.
From the gun, here's Ward. Pass complete. He's got Calvin Ridley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Titan first down. get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here we go. Set.
To throw on second down is Ward. Parsons gets there, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
Let's go now.
Third and long. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. They work forward to the 40-yard line with Jarius Sneed in on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Get set. Get set.
Now Purdy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They begin with a 3rd down and 3. Back to the air is Purdy. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. He's got the tight end there. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Here with McCaffrey. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
18-yard line. On gain of 11. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And the Niners are going to have first and goal coming up, able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Play action. Here's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his big tight end. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And that one going to be thrown down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Ward. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, they might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That caught Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Play action. Ward. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Byron Young. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Throwing, Ward. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll take it on in. Nicole Hardman. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's his second touchdown of the year.
This is just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's third and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Roger McCreary up from his corner spot makes the play. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Purdy. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Purdy. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
At the 35-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10 to go. Back to the air again is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. You don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch out.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 9.
And 9 yards to go.
Get set, get set. 18.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On comes Thomas Morstead. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Ward. He has Lockett over the middle, and he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a game of about 1. Big Barker is there to bring him down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing is Ward. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Ward. A throw on the move is caught. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Titans. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, it's Robinson. He's to midfield. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
And that right there is how you regain momentum. You just gave up the lead, but now here comes a huge boost by your special teams. Just an excellent return. Going to set them up with great starting position on this next drive.
The 49ers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd down, Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a 1-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the veteran, one of the best in the game, Nick Chubb. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the first running back taken in the draft, Ashton Genty. He'll take this one in from 2 yards out. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Jets. And it's the fourth-year running back, Breece Hall. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. The Jets accomplish what they set out to do as they come away with the road victory. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role. Who's going to walk away with a W? Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. But Titans offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there.
Come on, come on.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. While we have a moment, while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup.
Here's a third down and 4. Now it's Ward. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15.
Second and long. He's brought down at the 31. Brings up second down.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Niners first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 7.
They'll throw again with Purdy. Got his receiver on the incomplete cut. He's got it. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. That is caught. What a throw. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. Ooh. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. Play action. Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. What I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stop the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Ward. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. To the left side and pulled in. Valdez-Scantling. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49ers.
That's good. 4A.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one, batted away. It's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
9 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Okay, break.
Rocket headed in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
Hey, check that.
Now, first down throw for Ward. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Viking,
Ward going to tap this one forward. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They get 18 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
Tight end motioning left. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Start of the 4th quarter, and it's a run by Pollard. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Ward. That's complete to lock it outright. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is 3rd down.
To throw is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he'll take this one in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? You're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? On the return, here's James. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting set to get back to work. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. The run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They get 14 out the screen, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Running here is James. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
To the 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 4.
From the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The 49ers out to punt this one. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey.
From the gun, here's Ward. Our 1st down throw there is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Time to be lying.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
For the Titans.
Will be returned from the other side of midfield. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd down at the 36-yard line.
It's set.
To throw, Purdy. He's caught by Pearson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense.
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight
Previous play
game,
is under review.
tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score Niners 28, Titans 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Hardman, now a hit. He lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And He'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 3rd and inches.
Get set. 18, watch out.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. A dive, and he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Hardman now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Throwing is Ward. That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Now, Watkins on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Get set. Up. 18. Up.
On the ground is McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Straight ahead, it's James. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with James. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
42-yard line.
On the handoff, this is James. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
A tough spot here. Third and long. The run up the middle with James. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
The temperatures are dropping, but the intrigue is heating up. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen here, and this is your weekly recap for Week 15. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And here is the six-time Pro Bowler, George Kittle. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're playing host to the Las Vegas Raiders. And it's the rookie from Boise State, Ashton Genty. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Lions find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.